Yes. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Open Mic, episode 5. How is everyone feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. This has been a really good week for me. I've been on the upswing of things. I've been genuinely happy. Good things have been happening. I started my first day at my internship. It went extremely well, and also took advantage of other opportunities that were thrown my way. So yeah, everything is good. Everything is good right now. This is just one of those moments where things are looking up before things look down. Not to be negative or anything, but it's good to enjoy these moments of life, especially when mental health takes a back toll or a back seat. So yeah, everything's fine right now. I'm happy. I'm genuinely glad to be here. I spent 2 hours in traffic today for a 15-minute meeting. But I'm really appreciative of having that said meeting. And yeah, what happened this week? This is this is all off the cuff. I think part of the reasons why I like talking about just being happy in general is just because there are good things that do happen. I think we have a tendency to focus on the negative things. I try to acknowledge good moments of my life. Like, not everything is bad, even though most of the stuff that I talk about is brings me down and everything. But I'm genuinely happy. I have good people surrounded by me. Or surrounding me. Excuse me. And I'm just very grateful for all those people in my life. So thank you. You know who you guys are. But I'm pretty sure one of them wants to know specifically who, and she knows who she is. Love you, babe. Yeah. So what's going on? I have yet to I have yet to come up with a podcast logo for this podcast. I've actually reached out to several people, and I straight up tell them, it's like, hey, I'm looking for artwork. I'm willing to pay. What's your worth? And some people just take forever to respond back to me. Some of them don't know that they know their worth. And some people do. And the one person that did, she got back to me. And she gave me a rough estimate. I offered her what I could afford. And no payment has been made yet. But we're in communications to put together a piece. She has the outline, she has the ideas of what I'm trying to encompass. Excuse me, man. My throat's killing me. And I'm just very grateful that there are creative people out there that do know their worth. I feel as artists, we have a tendency to get caught in the world of not knowing what our worth is. Offering to do things for free because we need that stage time, or we need whatever exposure things we need. When you're first starting out, yeah, of course, you're doing everything for free because you need that experience. But it comes to a point where it's like, yo, I'm trying to make a living. I'm trying to finance some things. Recently, by the way, before I go further into that, I also want to say, if you listen to my last episode, I was talking about how I wanted to go far in comedy without trying really hard. Yeah, total humble pie. I ate a bag of dicks on Monday night at my competition. Totally did not advance in the competition, and it just goes to show you, every now and then you get your dick punched in, but you move forward. So, congrats to all those who did advance that night. I had a really great conversation with Adam Connie. I'll talk about that in a second, or not. I might forget it. But anywho, okay. So going back to your worth, the like recently, like I started posting some of my stuff on Reddit. I've been cross platforming it up. Like my Instagram videos were made primarily for Instagram, but lately I've been uploading them to YouTube, and I started submitting them to several subreddits. And one person in particular reached out. He's like, "Hey, I like what you do. Message me. Like maybe we can work something out. Maybe we can collab." I was like, "Okay, cool." Like he has a moderately successful YouTube channel, and I was like, yeah, let's see what's up. And he starts emailing me all this stuff, yeah, I'm doing this. I have 5,000 Instagram viewers. I have 5,000 Instagram followers or something like that. BT Sports, which is I guess the ESPN of the UK or Europe. They follow me, and I have this idea for this one thing, for this a sketch. It'd be cool if you did your PowerPoint animation to that. You know, a lot of people will see this. And when I'm reading that, I'm like, okay, all right, this guy doesn't want to pay, but he hasn't said it yet. So I just straight up ask him, I'm like, hey, it sounds good. Do you have a budget? Because a lot of times, we know our worth, but people just don't have the necessary funds to pay your worth. So one thing that I learned from working with Patrick DeGear, awesome person, San Diego comedian. He's he's been a comedian for for a long time. But one of the first things he taught me was okay, sometimes people can't afford your rate, so you have to ask them hey, what's your budget? How much are you willing to spend? And the guy got back to me. He's just fortunately there's no budget. I do these YouTube videos for fun. And then before that email, but in the previous email that I sent him, as far as what's your budget, I told him, I wasn't what's your budget and that's it. I asked, I was what's your budget? The reason I'm asking is because I have other projects that I want to fund, i.e. this podcast. It costs money to pay for the bandwidth or for the unlimited upload time. I'm getting close to it, so I'm going to have to pay for that soon. But I basically, I'm not trying to ask for I know what my worth is. I know I'm onto something really good with these PowerPoints. I know that it's different, it's catchy. Some of them are good. They're consistently they're okay, they're good. Some of them knock it out the park. Some of them aren't great, but I know that there's something to them. There's something about them that and that's why I keep doing them, because it's people are enjoying them and they're catchy. It's different. So I didn't say that part, but I know my worth. I know I'm not saying I'm not trying to ask for $1,000 or $2,000. I just know that it's worth enough. If someone thought that if they have that many followers, or if they have that many, they want to collab, you got to treat this like a business. Everything that I'm doing, this is from a business standpoint. Even me asking for the MAGA hat, even though it comes from a place of pure intentions, it's still a business decision. People don't think that's confusing, but trust me when I say everything is a business decision, regardless of how pure the intentions are. So if you're trying to get into this business, as an artist, as an independent contractor, you have to know your worth. For me, yeah, I could easily take that gig and create something that will benefit him, and in the process possibly get some exposure. But I've done that for the last 5 years doing stand-up comedy. If I'm going to invest time for free, I'm going to do it for myself. Or if the project, if I trust the person enough, where like it's a case by case subject, but like I'm willing to do things for friends. Like I guess it's case by case. But if someone like randomly reaches out to me saying that they're into my work, how much are you going to pay? Let's talk about that. Like, why don't we talk about what we get? Like, why don't we talk about like what we get paid? And I get it. Like, we don't want to like fuck up like what we earned. But if one person's getting paid for the same amount of job, or for the same job less than the let me say that again. If one person is getting paid less than the next person who's doing the same exact job, what is, like, why are we, why I wasn't planning on talking about this, but pay in, not just in comedy, not just in entertainment, but just in life in general. Like, say what you're worth. Because we're living in a society where we're expected to do more with less. We're expected to, like, hey, we need you to do this and do that and do that and do that and do that, and hey, here's the same pay you've gotten for the last X amount of years. Teachers, like in the LA school district, they haven't had a raise in 12 years, and that is based off a conversation I had with a teacher who was on strike for the LA Union School District. That's what she said to me. That's a teacher who's trying to like positively impact like our future, and she hasn't gotten a raise in 12 years. Side note, I am trying to get her on this podcast. Like, and unfortunately, they her side caved. She wasn't too thrilled about it. However, she wants a few days to gather herself, and then she'll come onto my podcast and talk about it. So I'll let you guys know when that comes through. But yeah, like we need, like, not just like in comedy, but not just in like in the entertainment, but just in general, we need to value our worth. We need to know when to say enough is enough. We're the ones breaking our backs out there for whatever job that we're doing, and we're not given the resources. Whether it's in the healthcare industry, when I was at Northridge Hospital, like there was like 2 or 3 people that genuinely cared about what they did. They want to help people, but they didn't have enough resources, or like the system didn't give them enough resources to do their jobs effectively. I think about that a lot. I think about, you know what it is? The reason I'm so adamant about that, like, I care about people's happiness. I genuinely do. Because I want, and this sounds selfish for me, but I would love to be in a world, sounds fucking crazy. I would love to be in a world where every interaction I had with every individual, they were happy to be there. They were happy to be at that job. That would be fucking amazing. And how do you do that? Well, you have to understand why they're unhappy. And it could be a variety of reasons. But genuinely, from everybody that I talked to, because I talk to people, I actually I ask people if they're happy. And a lot of times they're like, oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. That doesn't sound like you're fucking happy. When you're like, oh yeah, I mean, because what they're saying is like, it could be worse. It could be. They're happy with what they got. But it could also be. I just got an email. Sorry, I just got an email. I got distracted. But yeah, I would like to be. I would like to be in a position where, like, I meet everyone and they're happy. Fuck, I got distracted. Like, yeah, well, okay, so I was saying that, like, oh yeah, like I'm happy. It could be better. Like, what do we do to make it better? But people don't want to like oh, let's ask for a raise. Like, well, if we ask for a raise, chances are we'll get denied or something bad will happen to us. What if everyone asked for a raise? Everyone did. What if like everyone just like asked like, hey, like we want to know our worth? What would happen? We may lose that job. I don't know, man. That sounds like control to me. It sounds like control to me. When I was threatened that I'd never be able to perform stand up again because of some of the actions I did a few weeks ago. I had to be. That's why I'm so adamant about this cause. Is like, I just want to inspire people to let you guys know that you're not as insignificant as you think you are. And I don't know. I never want to be in a position where I'm in a place where my life is dependent on someone and they're not happy to be there. Granted, my life's not dependent at Burger King. But that little, if someone's happy to be working at Burger King because they want to be there, and they're smiling, that little interaction can make your day. And then you go to a place where you're happy to be at, whether it be comedy, whether it be like healthcare, whether it be whatever it is you do, like Jiffy Lube or whatever, and you pay that happiness forward because you're happy to be there, you can positively impact other people's lives. And that's what I try to do. I get it. People are stressed out about a bunch of factors outside of my control, outside of their control. I get it. But we all have the choice to make positive choices, regardless of how shitty things are. We have a choice to make an impact for good. We have the power, guys, to make this world better. We just got to do it. We have more power than we realize. We are so connected. "2018 was a shitty year. For me, and I'm pretty sure it was a shitty year for a lot of people. So far, 2019 has been beautiful to me. Granted, like, I'm dealing with my mental health. But even throughout all that mental health shit, it's still been a good fucking year for me. It's only 20 plus days in, but it's a lot better than 2018, that's for damn sure. We can do this, guys. We can know our worth. I love you all. Anything else? Adam Connie, he's a great dude. After my set on Monday, he talked to me and like gave me some advice. That advice is between me and him, but he gets it. He gets what I'm trying to do. Love you all. You guys have a wonderful week.